Welcome to The Peak, where becoming your best self is our goal. I'm Mike Mittman. On this week's episode, a nonprofit that goes above and beyond for families with special needs. Must-visit restaurants in Lehigh Valley, and how a St. Luke's education creates trusted professionals. All that and more coming up on The Peak. Families of people with intellectual disabilities go to great lengths to find trusted programs for their loved ones. See how Lifepath caters to each individual with dignity, care, and compassion.
Our Lifepath mission is to provide compassionate care with dignity and respect. We want our people to be independent, we want them to be encouraged, and for those people to become contributing members of the community.
Lifepath started in 1974, and we actually were called Community Foundation for Human Development. And it really began with a group of parents in the Upper Bucks area of Pennsylvania who wanted something more for their children. Lifepath actually really grew in the 80s and 90s when Pennsylvania decided that anybody with an intellectual disability should be discharged from an institution and be living in the community. And so we grew and expanded to over 100 group homes throughout 6 different counties.
Lifepath offers many different services. We have community participation supports, we have residential care, which can be 24-hour, we have nursing residential care, we have life sharing, independent living, and in-home and community services, where we go into a family's home and we provide services and help the family support that individual.
The people that we support are children and adults with developmental disabilities and autism. We also serve a highly medically fragile population, which really sets us apart from other providers. We have a lot of nurses on staff, which is really a great complement to the people that we support. It gives them a better quality of life.
The level of care that Lifepath provides to the individuals that they serve and the families that they serve, it's unparalleled.
Lifepath serves a large community of people with disabilities, and personally, I have 2 children with special needs. They've been present in our lives since they were toddlers and infants.
Our daughter, Nikki, was born with very severe disabilities, and as she was getting older, and we were getting older, we realized that we needed to find an alternative to keeping her at home. We ended up finding Lifepath and felt that they could best serve our needs.
The staff at Lifepath treats her just like family. They take very good care of her. We're not worried a bit about her being in the home.
What makes Lifepath different is definitely our employees. Our employees are dedicated and they are caring, and they pay attention to what our individuals need.
I know the people that work for Lifepath, this is not a job, this is just a passion.
That oozes out of people, that they're willing to help. And with Lifepath, that is something that as they walk through the door, you can tell is part of their characteristic.
You see trust, you see a bond, and you see joy.
We're very excited. In 2024, we're going to be celebrating our 50th anniversary. Providing services to these people and getting them out into the community and seeing that they can contribute to society in a very positive way is very rewarding.
Lifepath was started by families who did not have services to help them with their children with disabilities. I feel that across the board, we provide support to each other to this day.
It's like family, and I think you see that throughout the whole organization.
It's the spirit of service. If the spirit that drives Lifepath, the caregivers have for the individuals that they serve, if that was transposed to the supermarket, government, to the city hall, the world would be a better place.
It's touching to see how Lifepath is creating a meaningful change in the lives of many. Now let's check in with Holly as she explores restaurants in Lehigh Valley.
These cold months make me want warm, savory soul food and good hospitality. Fortunately, that's exactly what you get when you frequent these Black-owned restaurants in Lehigh Valley. Something is cooking on 3rd Street in Bethlehem, and it's cooking nice and slow to soothe your taste buds. Barbecue lovers flock to the Taste Smokers for all of their Chicago-style favorites, from pulled pork, brisket, and ribs to salmon, jerk chicken, and sausage. Are you hungry yet? Each dish is carefully seasoned, smoked, and prepared to perfection with their roots in mind. The motto here is smells good, tastes better, and the owners care deeply about the community by advocating for initiatives close to their hearts. Sit in, take out, whatever you prefer. It's good all the time. The Taste Smokers is definitely not a spot you want to skip for a delicious meal. Now let's wake up from that food coma with a cup of coffee. The moment you walk into Lit Coffee and Roastery, just a short walk away on 3rd Street, you will feel right at home. Co-owner Melanie Lino makes it feel that way with her baked goods, all of which can easily be complemented with a variety of freshly brewed coffee. Chairs and tables make for great small meetings and community discussion. Lit earned the loyalty of its customers from the laid-back vibe and superb service they receive here, while empowering a creative, open space for opportunity and education. It's also worth mentioning Melanie was named Lehigh Valley Style's Woman of Strength in 2020. This next business owner has made quite a name for herself and brought her sweetness to Allentown. Kinesis Pudding Bar is known for, well, amazing pudding. This swoon-worthy dessert has taken Lehigh Valley by storm. You'll find Kinesis creations at the downtown Allentown Market and at Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs games. Owners Kenisa and Sean Darby take their creations on the road, but there's nothing like a freshly made, warm waffle topped with their homemade pudding, fruit toppings, and yes, whipped cream. Speaking from experience, it is so good and so filling. Bring your friends to share it. Stop by the market for a variety of menu items, including shakes and sundaes. It's all possible here, and it's all simply delicious. Barbecue, dessert, and coffee. These are just a few of my favorite things, and they'll be yours too after you give these businesses a try. I'm Holly Harrar with Discover Lehigh Valley, and that was a peek at the valley.
I think it's just about dinner time. Thanks for the recommendations, Holly. Up next, we dive into the importance of mental health with tips from St. Luke's. Stay tuned. You're watching The Peak. St. Luke's gives us insight into how our fast-paced lives impact our emotions on a daily basis. Take a look.
This is Mental Health Tips with St. Luke's University Health Network. I'm Craig Oliver, the Clinical Supervisor for the St. Luke's Penn Foundation Assertive Community Treatment Programs. Today I'd like to talk about emotion regulation in a transitioning world. Many people have gone through emotional challenges over the last 3 or 4 years. And one of the things that I would like to share with you is how to develop an eclectic toolbox. In the eclectic toolbox, there should be strategies that we pull from many other disciplines that would allow us to recognize that we have been emotionally triggered. We have to have a monitoring system that allows us to be able to recognize when we are being affected by that event or being triggered emotionally. And that monitoring tool is called an anger meter or an emotional meter. It is something that encompasses a 1 through 10 scale, helps us gauge and monitor where we're at. We have another tool that's very important that we must monitor, and it is 4 areas: physical, behavioral, emotional, and cognitive. In the cognitive area, there may be some self-hostile talk. In the behavioral area, it might be a level of restlessness. In the emotional area, it might be that you have a feeling of hurt. And in the physical area, it might be that you're experiencing high blood pressure. We want to actually set up a 30-minute timeout that really gives us the opportunity to reflect upon our day. And with these, it is very, very important that we actually utilize the individuals that are within our environment. Not only do you benefit in a healthy manner, but so does your environment and the people that you love. Thank you for watching Mental Health Tips with St. Luke's University Health Network.
It's a great reminder to slow down in this fast-moving world. Thank you for the tip, St. Luke's. Now, let's check in with Ashley. She recently sat down with Don Seiple, president of St. Luke's Monroe Campus, as he shares his love for community and service.
Welcome to another episode of Unscripted with Russo. I'm Ashley Russo, and I am being joined today by Don Seiple, president of St. Luke's Monroe Campus. Don, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, great. I look forward to this. Thank you for having me.
So you are a native to the Lehigh Valley, growing up in Easton. We want to talk to you a little bit about what you love. So what do you love about the Lehigh Valley? Why have you chosen to make your home here?
I just love the people, first of all. I think it's a great place. And there's just so much to do outdoors, the proximity to New York City or the shore or Philadelphia or Lancaster. There's just so much within a day trip away. But really the people, I think about living in Easton, Friday night lights, football, and I'm active. So I like to ride my bike. There's a lot of places to ride bike, hiking, skiing. There's just
that Easton Phillipsburg rivalry for football is really something that is unbelievable for people who may not be familiar.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just love the feel of high school football in general, and and there's just so much to do in the Valley. I really enjoy it. I think, and when I was younger, I would travel thinking about where do I want to move when I get older, and the more I traveled, the more I realized that I didn't want to move anywhere. I just wanted to figure out where I wanted to travel next.
You mentioned getting outdoors and running and biking. So what are some of your favorite places to go and do that if people were looking for a little adventure right in their backyard?
Yeah, so biking, there's a huge trail network throughout, certainly throughout Easton and Bethlehem Township behind our Anderson campus. There are bike trails where you can go bike riding and, hiking. I live near Jacobsburg State Park now, which is what a great place to go hiking.
So beautiful there. It's really incredible. Almost all year round, really.
Yeah, it's great. The environmental center, you can get free in the winter. You can sign out snowshoes if you want to try that. So it's just a cool place to go. But yeah.
What about restaurants? So what about restaurants in the Lehigh Valley? And then I also want to mention, what about restaurants up by the Monroe campus? Because I have to say, my husband goes up there for work and he always comes home and he says, I don't need a lunch because there's great food up by Monroe.
Yeah. Growing up in Easton, I am so happy to see what's happening downtown today, the revitalization, and it has an incredible restaurant street, scene with places like Sette Luna and Third and Ferry and the River Grill, and people love Oak. So, Easton is just a great place if you haven't been there to go and enjoy the restaurant scene and some of the festivals. Really do enjoy that. In Monroe County, my favorite breakfast place is Dale's. It's just like this breakfast lunch place. We had it this morning. In fact, we were celebrating somebody's birthday, so we got takeout. So it was really
the go-to place.
Yeah. The Stroudmoor is a really cool place. They have some nice food around the holidays. It's a really neat place to go. There's just so many cool little venues. The Blue Ridge Winery, if you want to go and get a drink and just hang out, and they have pizza there. You can bring your own food. That's a really cool place just to hang out.
Thank you for sharing so much about your life and your career with us here today on Unscripted.
Great. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Until next time.
For the full interview, visit youtube.com/thepeaktv. And don't forget to subscribe to Unscripted with Russo on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
St. Luke's School of Nursing has been around since 1884, making it one of the oldest in the nation. Check out how their education continues to thrive today.
All my life, I've always wanted to be a nurse. My experience here at the St. Luke's School of Nursing has been an amazing experience. They're here to teach you everything you need to know to care for these patients effectively, which is what I enjoy the most, because that's what I want more than anything, is to provide the best care for these patients.
The St. Luke's School of Nursing has been committed to lifelong learning for many years. The St. Luke's University Health Network has been around for 150 years, and the St. Luke's School of Nursing has been around for 138 of those years, making it one of the longest running programs in the United States. Additionally, the St. Luke's School of Nursing has graduated over 5,000 nurses in its existence. We also recently nearly doubled our enrollment in the past couple of years, which is also something we're very, very proud of.
The School of Nursing is very invested in the community as well as St. Luke's, and that means that we're able to open facilities and staff well. This program prepares you extremely well for your clinical career. When I hire the School of Nursing graduates, I know I'm getting a quality nurse.
When my mother was ill recently, I was so happy that she got a St. Luke's graduate nurse because I knew she was going to get the best care. Attending the School of Nursing, you get, I feel, the best medical and nursing experience. Not only learning it in books, but you actually get the hands-on experience.
It's a 20-month program. It is very intense in that educational piece. We do have a lot of hands-on clinical experience. This helps the students to grow.
They're extremely familiar with the clinical arena because they've done all of their practicums at the St. Luke's facilities.
I felt like I gained a second family when I started at the St. Luke's School of Nursing. The staff and the faculty really cared about the students there, not just from an academic standpoint, but from a personal standpoint as well.
When students come to St. Luke's School of Nursing, you can expect a holistic approach. I want students to know that when you come here, it's a scary step. And we know that it is a scary step. We not only see the moment, but we also prepare you for the future. We will make sure that you have everything that you need when you're here. We provide support and make sure that when you graduate, you're not alone.
The St. Luke's School of Nursing encourages lifelong learning because they want you to continue to strive to complete your education, get your bachelor's degree and your master's degree, but also instills in you that you can almost do anything. And it really holds nurses accountable, and it teaches you to critically think and put those puzzle pieces together so that you can direct care.
Over the last decade, we've created so many different programs. We've created tuition assistance programs, clinical pathways for education. We've also created collaborative agreements with other institutions of higher learning. And all this has been done with the purpose of allowing our family of employees to grow, to reach their maximum potential.
I just love the history of the School of Nursing. Everyone is so proud to have attended here, and I know how important and invested St. Luke's is in the community by making sure that we have access to care throughout the Lehigh Valley and surrounding communities.
Being an instructor at one of the top nursing schools of the country is something that I'm extremely proud of. As a former student of the St. Luke's School of Nursing, I've been very fortunate to be able to transition from the role of student to the role of nursing instructor.
It gave me a sense of pride being a St. Luke's graduate, and I want others to feel that sense of pride as well.
St. Luke's is very dear to my heart. I learned a lot. I gained confidence in the schooling that I got here, and I wanted to share that with others.
I love St. Luke's because it feels like a family atmosphere, and I feel like everyone here at St. Luke's truly cares about each other and the patients that they provide care for.
After I graduated from the School of Nursing, I was immediately employed. The nurse that I replaced was actually the labor nurse that took care of my mother when I was born. I have had a great career at St. Luke's. I wouldn't work anywhere else.
I'm proud to wear this badge. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I am going to get out there and do what I've been taught to do from St. Luke's.
Joining me today is Carol Copeland, president of St. Luke's University Hospital Bethlehem Campus and chief nursing officer. Thanks for being here, Carol.
Thank you for having me, Ashley. I'm delighted.
So what inspired you to get into nursing, and what continues to inspire you today as a leader in this field and as you see these new younger nursing students coming along?
When I think about what inspired me to become a nurse, it was the profession in and of itself and the contributions that it made to individual patients, as well as the community, and the wonderful growth opportunities that were available to anyone who entered the profession.
So St. Luke's has the oldest continuously operating nursing school in the nation. The first class was back in 1884. Tell us a little bit about the history of the School of Nursing and why it's so important to the hospital and to the growth of the network over the years.
So if I go all the way back to Dr. William Estes, when he started this hospital, the hospital was started here in Bethlehem as a trauma center. For the facility to grow, he would need a nursing staff. So he recruited a nursing director from New York, and that grew from 9 students at that point to our enrollment today, which is about 357 students.
It's an amazing growth, and it really is the foundation, the School of Nursing, for the importance of education and continuing education at St. Luke's. Why is that such a core focus of the culture at the hospital?
Because we're always continuing to grow. Our network is growing. We now have somewhere between 11 and 13 facilities, depending on how you count them. They all need healthcare professionals. So it's truly very important that we continue to invest not only in our facilities, but for the community to make sure we have providers.
And as part of that commitment, St. Luke's really makes education accessible. Can you tell me a little bit about the support that St. Luke's provides young professionals that are looking to advance their work in healthcare?
We certainly have a wide range of healthcare benefits as well as disabilities, all of those kinds of things. But in addition to the traditional benefits, we provide free tuition for schools of nursing for all of our employees. If they have an interest in healthcare and in nursing, we are willing to invest in their expansion and their growth.
Isn't that incredible? You give a little bit of time working at St. Luke's and can have tuition reimbursement. Great way to get on a career path. Thanks, Carol, for being here.
And thank you for having me, Ashley. Take care.
I see why St. Luke's is the #1 teaching hospital in the nation. I'm Mike Mittman. Thanks for watching. To learn more about anything from today's show, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. And remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. Individual. You want me to climb that tree and I'll hold on with one hand and grab the mic with the other hand. St. Luke's School of Nursing has been around since 1322.
That's the way to do delivery from now on.
Portions of this program were paid for by St. Luke's University Health Network. The Peak TV is a production of ASR Media.
If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
To see more of the Peak TV, check out our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and catch us on WFMZ Channel 69.